Today's postcard is from a place steeped in history. You've heard of the men of Harlech? That's where we are today. From the ramparts of Harlech Castle, you can see the Merioneth coastline and beyond to the Llyn Peninsula across Tremadog Bay to Carnarvonshire. To tell us more is our guide for today, Eric Davis. Right, Eric, looking down here, not much left internally, is there?
No, it's a long gone, I'm afraid.
Just give us a short guided look of this.
Right, that's the church. The constable himself had his private chapel over there, but he wouldn't mix with the riffraff, the lower ranks. So in actual fact, this is built at a later date. The townsfolk and the garrison used to go to the next bay, where there's a little church in the sand dunes. But the same sort of thing used to happen at Conway Castle, but in 1400, there's a rebellion under Owen Glendower. And one Good Friday at Conway, the whole garrison wandered off to church. They left all the drawbridges down, put colours up and won sentry. And some Welsh rebels from Anglesey, the early Tudors actually, great-grandfather Owen Tudor, actually took the castle. And it took the English a 6-month siege and a great deal of bribery to get the castle back. The king wasn't amused. He wanted to execute the constable straight away, but the Prince of Wales, the future Henry V, they put in a good word for him, and they compromised a bit and just locked him up in the Tower of London and threw the key away. They just left him out, actually, for the Battle of Agincourt, which Henry V did, and he's one of the few English knights to get killed in the battle.
So they made
yes.
a rule after that, did they?
Yes, well, the king obviously couldn't have people wandering off all the time, so from then on he ordered all his royal castles, lit the church or chapel inside the grounds. So it had to stay here, at least half a garrison on the Sunday, just in case it was come under attack.
And over there is the constable's rooms?
Well, this part here is the main gatehouse. The lower floor here would be the constable's quarters. The upper floor would be the royal apartments. So if the Prince of Wales or the King arrived at Harlech, he'd go to the upper apartments there.
And there were lots of royal visitors here, presumably?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And what about where they got their building or the architecture from? I mean, how did they know how to build a castle? Was that through the Crusades or anything?
Well, yes, because James St George, the master builder in France, he used to work for the Duke of Savoy. Edward I brought him to Wales to build his castles for him. He built Harlech, Carnarvon and Conway. He built all 6 of them in 6 years.
Gosh.
Well, he had Rutland and Flint and quite a few other castles to make it up. As a reward for his services, Edward I did make him Constable of Harlech.
Right.
Which he got £200 a year for in those days, which was a lot of money.
So a lot of the knowledge did come then from fighting the Crusades and things?
By the time, of course, Harlech was built, the Crusades had been fought, so it had all that technology from the Romans and Constantinople, together with all the Western technology.
And dungeons here?
Yes, in that tower there. Halfway down is a floor, and there was a trapdoor at those times in the centre, and the prisoners were either thrown down if they didn't really want to bring them up, or if they had to bring them up for ransoms, they would probably be lower down. Trapdoor shut, it's completely dark, so there'd be no light, there's no way out. But in Elizabeth's time, she had the law courts in the constable's quarters, and then anyone sentenced, if they'd done something seriously wrong, they're hanged from the battlements, but perhaps something not quite so serious, they're locked down, thrown down into the pit in the prison tower.
The original shire of Merioneth, the real county of Merioneth, did they actually administrate it then?
Yes.
From here, or the town itself?
Harlech was the county town.
So is there a shire hall there still?
Not anymore, it's destroyed.
Right.
There's a lot of debate whether it should be taken from Harlech, but they did move it now, because Harlech is just a village,
right.
A holiday resort virtually
So
now.
we can't really see any remnants even of that?
No. In the last battle here against Cromwell, the castle guns were replying to parliamentary procedures, and of course it's virtually destroyed all the houses in the vicinity as well.
Sad. Thank goodness we got the castle.
Yes.
Now, Eric, you've told me something very interesting, which I'd never given thought to, as we're about to go around that, well, down the tower and up those stairs, or down those stairs. They are always clockwise, aren't they?
Yes, except one. But clockwise, because in the Middle Ages, you had to be right-handed. You couldn't be left-handed. Because if you were, you'd mess up the jousting. if you had your shield on the wrong side, as you clash with spears, obviously someone's going to get killed. So you had to be right-handed. Even a normal spearman had to fight right-handed, otherwise he'd mess up the spear wall, shield to shield, and even in Rome, the same sort of system. So consequently, these castle stairs go up one way, so the defender's got a nice clean sweep of his short sword or axe, but anyone trying to force their way up would be at a disadvantage. Their right hand will get tangled up with the stonework on the inside. But at one tower in the castle is usually reversed the other way, and only the defender should know about that. So if the upper walls got taken, they'll counter-attack on that tower alone.
Oh. It's all very clever stuff, and of course here at Harlech is built on rocks. They couldn't tunnel up anyway, could they? So if you came down these stairs like that...
You'll have the advantage of anyone coming up the stairs here.
So if you forced your way into this castle, what obstacles would you actually meet?
Well, before the main entrance here, you have two towers in the old days, each with a drawbridge. So you have two drawbridges to cross. Then you'd have to smash down this entrance here. If you manage that, this little piece here will be drawn back, and there's a pit. You fall down the pit.
Where those little iron grids are.
Yeah, and wood will be pulled back. And there's quite a drop down there. And they could put some oil down there and set the whole thing on fire.
Really?
Yeah. The idea being it would give the defenders time to abandon the outer wall then and drop back in the next line of defence, which is here.
And is that a portcullis hole just here?
Yes, there's a big gate here.
Yeah.
A portcullis.
Yeah.
Another portcullis.
Another one here?
Yes, another big gate, another portcullis and another gate. So you've got 3 portcullises and 3 gates.
So if you pulled down that portcullis and that one, you could actually be trapped inside
Yeah, that's
here.
what normally happened. This one would be down, you're allowed in the castle. Where we're standing now, that portcullis would come down and we're trapped. And that's a guard room here.
Oh, right, just there.
Yes, and the guards could say, have you got permission to proceed? If you had, the constable gave permission, the gate would go up and you go into the castle. If you didn't, they had murder holes above your head, which you could pour boiling oil down on top of you.
And there is a really good example of a murder
At the
hole.
next gate.
I just saw it. So there'll be another portcullis just here then, would
Yeah,
there?
another portcullis, another gate. The idea being that the castle could be defended from either side. So if someone came in from this side, smashed through those walls, this again could be held as the last-ditch defence from either side.
And if you're trapped in here, there's...
Yes, it's the portcullis here. So if you're attacking from this side and trying to break through here, they could be pouring oil and shooting from up there.